Hello and welcome to Season 2 of the Racedepartment F1 2011 Championship. I am Roben introducing the teams for the new season. Former GP2 driver Jay Jones and Daniel Triana will be looking to get the most out of the Mercedes car. Last season runner-up Dimitrios has been given wings again as the very experienced Mark Franklin joins him at Red Bull. F1 veterans Indreksan and Flavio Morado are teammates this season, hoping to get good results for the Sauber team. Andrew Wood and Nicholas Farr have been promoted to F1, where they will try to avoid invisible walls in the Virgin. Last season GP2 champion Roben and Croatian driver Bojan have been signed by Vodafone McLaren Mercedes. Force India are hoping to deliver with 2010 runner-up Jamie Lee Mayers and Racedepartment rookie Mikey Woolford. Expectations are high at Williams as Romano Valente and Alex Pepper are looking strong in pre-season testing, and reigning champion Daniel Hall has joined forces with former GP2 driver Travis Austin to make the HRT a race-winning car. Okay, let's have a look at the qualifying results. It's on pole position Dan27, 119.2 setting the pace from XAZP, Paintball Maniac, Wooly 51, Romano, EMRNL, Greek Don't Lie, Indreksan, Big Monkey 57, I Am The Game, Moss 611, Tedger 144, Red Tabor and Kex. Unfortunately, Jay Jones got disconnected during qualifying, so we will start with 15 drivers on the grid. So, joining me in the commentating box is Alex Pepper. How are you, Alex?
I'm good, Eric. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks. I'm very excited actually to see how this race will unfold. I mean, it's the season start and yeah.
Should be a good one.
Exactly. So we are on board for the start with Dan from the P1 position. He's used to that a lot. Like he's the reigning champion, so he gets off to a good start and hoping to get to clean turn one. But yeah, he does that brilliantly actually, and now into turn 3 he doesn't really need to defend his position, so a good start for him. Let's have a look at another start here from EMRNL from P6. Let's see how he gets off the line. Ooh, a bit lag there. But yeah, they managed to get through the turns 1 and 2 very clean somehow.
There is usually a bit of contact here at Australia.
Yeah.
So, a bit surprising.
Well, good job. These are all experienced drivers, of course, having completed multiple seasons, most of them. And the start of Big Monkey now here from P9 gets the outside line here and yeah, gets also clean through the first turns here. Does lose a place to I Am The Game, who just is storming through those first 2 turns. And yeah, contact there, a bit going wide there. In the back of the field, so he gets a place back and yeah, he's right back where he started. P9 has to defend here from Kex maybe, but Kex thinks better of it, so he keeps that place. And on board here with I Am The Game, who seemed to have a good start and yeah, uses a bit of curse there. Tries to get in some space here and managed to do that quite well actually. He ooh, a little bit bumped there, but nothing major. Up to P8 already, starting from P10, so that's 2 places up. And Indrek comes back at him to take that position back, so he does manage to stay in P8 though. A good start for I'm the Game. After, yeah, maybe a little bit disappointing qualifying. We expected him to be a little bit further up, I think. And now still battling here with Indrek for that position and get alongside him on the chicane. Now he does manage to keep ahead of him on the run down to this last sector. Indrek still on the back of him, trying to go around the outside here. And he just completely misses his braking point there, right, Alex?
Yeah, it's hard to judge when you haven't had a lot of practice in heavy fuel.
Yeah.
Or on heavy fuel rather.
Yeah, the cars are still difficult to handle with these heavy fuel loads, so the drivers must be careful. And on board here with Big Monkey at the end of lap 1, he tries to get the slipstream but doesn't get a chance to pass I'm the Game here. So yeah, the battle goes on. And on board here with I'm the Game, talking about the battle here, those cars are really close together. And he has to defend from both Kex in the Sauber and Big Monkey there in the Virgin, but managed to do that quite well, so he keeps that position. And the front runners are pulling a little away from these guys at the first 2 laps here, so of course they are losing time battling it out with each other. And now around the outside, Kex is having a look but doesn't get alongside him, so I'm the Game can keep this position. Right on board with the leader here. It is Dan in the HRT, goes a little bit wide there, really pushing hard to get out of the DRS zone from Alex, because he needs 1 second to clear him. And it will be very close, I think. Alex about 1 second away from him, but it seems like Dan did manage to keep him out of the 1 second gap, so that is a very good job by Dan, putting in the fastest lap of the race. And yeah, looking quite strong after the mid-season break, already in the first round here at Malaysia. Yeah, hoping to get a win, of course. And we are on board with EMRNL now in P6. He's trying to keep up with front runners here. Paintball Maniac and yeah, gets a little out of shape here, going around the outside maybe into turn 3, but he defends that position very well. Paintball Maniac, a little contact there, but he has the right to be there, so yeah, EMRNL slots in behind him. And now on board with Big Monkey. It is lap 4 now, and Greek Don't Lie gets a clean DRS pass on him. Yeah, still right on the back of him, maybe get a chance on turn 3, but Greek defends that position very well on the inside there, so no chance there. And back with EMRNL on lap 5, still yeah, a very close battle going on in front of him, Alex.
Yeah, it looks like 4 cars within a second and a half, really.
Yeah.
Wooly goes a tad wide there, loses a couple of positions, and contact and spins, and the EMRNL bumps him around again.
Yeah, I think EMRNL just helped him to get back facing forwards again. But yeah, of course, losing a place there. Actually 2 places it is, and here is his teammate when he went wide there. Wooly a bit struggling here on heavy fuel. I think, of course, trying to get back at the front, as we know he is very quickly. Ooh, what happened there?
Looks like there was a bollard on track and just didn't have the reaction time really to make evasive action.
Yeah, that was very unfortunate for Big Monkey having to pit. Of course, we see him now in the pits. Yeah, already at lap 6 with 52 laps to go. It's not what you want, of course.
Forces you to completely change your strategy. Not ideal.
Yeah, well, let's see what he's going to do. He's putting on some options. Is that a good decision, you think, Alex?
Well, I'd say yes, because he's trying to get back up to the field quickly. But if he catches them up too fast and struggles to make a pass on people in front, he's just going to waste his tyres.
Yeah, and there goes Paintball Maniac out of shape there, battling it out with Romano there, and EMRNL so up to P4, so that's very good after starting from P6, of course, and yeah, managed to avoid all those first incidents in the race. There is a little gap to Romano, and yeah, he is still 2 seconds behind him. But skipping ahead to lap 9, and there is Paintball Maniac on the back of EMRNL. He has to defend here in turn 3, going in the inside, and well, keeps him behind for now. But obviously these tires are coming to the end of their life, because those guys all started on options. Paintball Maniac and I'm the Game also started on options, and they are right behind him.
Doing a good job defending though.
Yeah. How long do you think these tires will last, Alex?
With a qualifying lap or two on, I'd say about 10 to 12 laps if you're quite normal on the tyres. But
yeah, we see him already running wide here, EMRNL, so he's obviously coming to the end of the life of these tires, and probably want to make a stop for some fresh new ones, perhaps.
Possibly.
Ooh, going wide there too, and just managed to stay ahead of Paintball Maniac there, but of course he will get the DRS here, so it will be hard to defend this position, and EMRNL not putting a lot of effort into defending that position, so he slots in behind Paintball Maniac, but there comes Wooly up the inside of him and around the outside into turn 2. And also having a look at Paintball Maniac there, and going side by side through these turns there. Good action going on from both guys actually, without contact this time. And yeah, Wooly taking that place, so he's fighting his way back.
Yeah, definitely as well. 2 quick moves in a couple of corners. Should be okay for him. Nice clear track ahead now.
Yep. That's a very good job by Wooly. Of course, he started on the prime tires where he qualified on. So around this point at the race, and of course the option runners running out of their tires, he might have an advantage here, as the prime tires will last, yeah, a good 6 laps longer probably, or maybe more. So still a battle going on. Paintball Maniac right at the back of Wooly there, and yeah, I'm the Game also seems to joining them right behind EMRNL. You can see the little arrow there. He's looking for a way past, and one mistake would be enough, I think.
Luckily, EMRNL got the DRS to help him defend against him. I'm the Game as well there.
Yep, so they stay in this position, but Paintball Maniac just managed to sneak up the inside there of Wooly in turn 1, and now has to defend in turn 3, and they come together again. And EMRNL, I'm the Game, of course, both taking the position, and and Wooly dropping back again. So all that effort that he has put in overtaking these guys, and now he has to start all over again.
As we see EMRNL taken to the grass there.
Yeah, they are really struggling on these tires. Obviously, probably going to pit really soon now. Can't be too long. And yeah, the Force India's no team orders here. It's just racing, good old racing, and yeah, Bully fighting back again.
As he's always seeming to do.
Yeah, he's
throughout this race.
Having a look on the outside of EMRNL. Doesn't quite manage to get it right there, but maybe he can cut underneath. They go side by side here in this corner, and well, surely he will get the DRS and have the better of EMRNL here. Indeed, I'm the game also looking to have a way past here, and he just gets in the slipstream of his teammate and follows him around, passing EMRNL. So the Force India's making a double pass there, and EMRNL falling back on his worn tires, Alex.
Yeah, it looks like he's really struggling from now. Should be pitting anytime soon now.
I think so too. We are on lap 12, so yeah, he might need some fresh tires here and gets right back in the battle, because obviously he's losing ground here.
As we see Moss 611 coming up behind. Will he be looking to take place? Not quite yet.
Indeed, it is very close, and the differences between these drivers, of course, the front runners are a little bit up the road, but these are really close in terms of pace. They are, yeah. And there goes Moss just flying up the inside of EMRNL, and EMRNL backing off here. Yeah, maybe he wants to pit. He switches it back to mix 1, and indeed he goes in. So maybe trying the undercut as the others are staying out, going for the prime tire. Let's see what the McLaren boys can do. Go. 4.3 seconds pit stop. That's not bad. We've seen worse.
But we've also seen better.
Yeah. Well, hopefully he will be able to make the undercut work on guys like I Am The Game, who was just in front of him, and stayed out on his options. And here we are on board with I Am The Game, end of lap 13, so maybe, yes, he is going to pit, and that's one lap later, so it will be interesting to see if he comes out in front or behind EMRNL. Dan just gets a radio message that the car behind has fitted prime tires, so that must be XAZP, who was in P2, about 6 to 8 seconds behind the leader, and trying to make the undercut work maybe, but the gap is pretty large, and Dan surely has to respond. What do you think, Alex?
Yeah, it should be coming in for this lap. Just try to cover it off, otherwise he'll be losing some time.
On board now with Big Monkey, battling here for yeah, last place really, with Indreksan. All of these guys, Tadger here in front, those guys started on the primes. Of course, Big Monkey after his crash is catching up with the pack again on his options. So yeah, he's right back in the action, but yeah, a little disappointed, I think, for these guys to start off the season battling for the last few places and out of the points really. But yeah, it's a long race, and you never know. Still 44 laps to go, so you can only just hang on and hope for the best, I think. There goes Indrek past Tadger. as you can see, and yeah, maybe Big Monkey also wants to get clear of him, as he seems to be a little bit quicker here on the options, having more grip, of course, than the prime tire of the Red Bull here. Just following him around and trying to get in the slipstream as much as possible. Maybe have a look up the inside. No, thinks better of it. Tejo goes wide there, and that might give an opportunity, and Big Monkey is not afraid to take the opportunity down in that corner on the inside and just takes that position. So good job by him of clearing that car. Now we're back with the leader, and does he respond to the pit stops? Yes, he does. He actually did manage to keep the tires alive for 14 laps, so that's a good job. He's just checking the race director screen. Why would he do that, Alex?
Just to see what tires XjhjX put on. There's no point putting the other tire on if you're just trying to cover the next driver off.
Right, yeah. I think so. So Dan is busy working out the strategy, what works best for him. How do you think he would feel right now? I mean, he's got 6 seconds right there on Wooly, so he must be feeling comfortable right now.
Yeah, he's got plus 3 laps of fuel, so he doesn't really have to push that hard, but he's still going to have to keep an eye on the people behind him. But it's still a nice gap.
Yeah, if he can maintain this gap, then he surely is in for a very good result. Of course, hoping to take the win, and that would be the best possible start for Dan, who is the reigning champion. As you might know, he won last season in a dominating championship of 11 race victories. So yeah. Looking good for him, and now we are on board with EMRNL, as I'm the game got stuck a little bit here behind Kex in the Sauber. Kex is of course on a different strategy now, going to make his stop. Well, that seems that he did start on options, of course. The primes should take a lot longer, but good for I'm the game to clear that car. Now he's getting company from Mars, who just came out of the pitch and surely made the undercut work there.
EMRNL going a bit too deep there, just slightly tapping I am the game.
Yeah, it does allow Greek Don't Lie through, so that's disappointing a little bit, losing the place there, but EMRNL here still in the battle, but there goes Musa with Moss 611, who gets contact with I am the game. I'm not sure who is to blame there, but all I know is that Moss will fall back a little now, and yeah, the other guy's taking advantage of that. Skipping ahead now to lap 18, and EMRNL, who just sees yeah, Greek Don't Lie disappearing in front of him. What happened there, Alex?
Just classic lag of Codemasters servers, really.
Yeah, and Greek Don't Lie gets back at him and fights his way back around the outside there. So they are still fighting hard for that position. And here we are on board with Big Monkey on lap 21, and he sees his teammate there, I think, if I'm not mistaken. It was the Virgin of Moss 611 in the wall. So not looking good for Virgin there, as the battle goes on with I am the game, and he is now right on the back of a Red Tabor. A Red Tabor definitely on another strategy. Started on the prime tire as he qualified on that tire. Yeah, looking away to clear this car fast. He shouldn't he, Alex?
Yeah, especially being on the fresher rubber. But yeah, looking to quickly get him out of the way and just use those fresh tyres to best of his abilities.
But Red Tabor is defending very well, actually, I have to say. I mean, it's, yeah, seems like I'm the game still having a little bit trouble getting behind.
I'm going to look up on the inside on turn 11. Risky move, but makes it perfect.
Yes, and that's an important move too, to get some clear breathing space, as Greek Don't Lie also gets around the slower car here, and gives some room to his teammate. Really understands that his teammate is on another strategy, so they are not really racing each other at this time. So they all get past Red Tabor, the other McLaren, and yeah, the battle goes on, I guess. Next lap, it's in the DRS zone again for EMRNL. Now can he make a move on Greek Don't Lie, who has put on the options for his second stint, so a little different strategy than the other guys, but surely these options now about 12 laps old, I guess, so coming to the end of their life, and you can see him struggling to keep his car on the track. Greek Don't Lie in the Red Bull. Ooh, and gets a little bit in front of EMRNL. Good reactions, and he can take this place fairly easily, I have to say. So EMRNL back into P7 with about 5 seconds up the road. It's I'm the Game in P6. So he needs to close the gap, really, and yeah.
Well, Greek Don't Lie is looking to try and keep pace with the EMRNL, but just hasn't got the rubber to do it.
And it's the Virgin pit crew here with a 4.4 second stop, putting some new primes on, for Big Monkey. So he's going to try and do a longer stint now, and making the tires last. On board now with the leader.
Yeah, looks like he's got a 8-second gap to second place XjhjX, and just looking to cruise away for the victory at this point.
Yeah, it's looking very good for him. He must be feeling very comfortable. I mean, he doesn't have to stress or have to worry about avoiding cars, not yet at least. Maybe he will lap a few, you never know. Going very quick here on these tires, still maintaining the gap to XjhjX by around 8 seconds. It's very stable, the gap. It's not really increasing and changing much. So yeah.
See what the split will be here.
And
I think a couple of tenths.
Yeah, it's Wooly in P3, so yeah, fighting his way up. Of course, he's started on the prime tires, so he's on a different strategy than these two guys at the front. Going prime option probably, or making even 3 stops. But these guys are clearly going for 2 stops, I think. What do you think, Alex?
Yeah, seems the faster strategy, really, because if you're just going to make 3 stops, you haven't got enough time to make up the lost time in the extra pit stop.
Yeah, and we just saw that there was a disconnect from Paintball Maniac, so Dan sees his teammate not finishing this race, unfortunately, and yeah, that is a little bit disappointing, but still Dan can have a good chance on taking the win here. So mixed feelings for HRT, really, as Red Tabor puts in the fastest lap at this point. Clearly was not the fastest at qualifying, but at this point of the race he seems to be the quickest.
Yeah, must have put some options on, be on a different strategy to everyone else, but yeah, he's flying at the moment.
Yeah, and EMRNL still in P6, 2.5 seconds now behind I'm the Game, so he's catching him steadily and slowly, but yeah, I remember he was like 5 seconds behind him a few laps ago, so he's catching him, and trying to get back into the battle with I Am The Game for P5 it is, they are fighting for. And Greek Don't Lie is about 21 seconds behind, so probably has made his second stop already. Yeah, he does not have to worry about defending at the moment.
No. Trying to catch I Am The Game, and here he gets the DRS on him. He's going into turn 1, so shall we see if he's supposed to make a pass.
Not quite yet on this lap, I think, but yeah, you never know. He is, at least he's back at his at the back of the Force India, so
just has a look down on the inside in turn 3, but thinks better of it. Just follows him around for the next complex and keeps a nice tidy line. Really looking to go down on the inside on this next chicane. He goes for it, but I Am The Game slightly breaks later, but EMRNL gets a better exit, so he's around the outside.
Now it's a drag race down to the turn 11, and he gets the pass. He made a stick, but almost yeah, loses his car there at the bollard. Now on board with I Am The Game, who's maybe trying to get back at EMRNL, but EMRNL seems to have yeah, just feeling these tires a little bit more than I Am The Game, more comfortable on these tires, as they are at very similar strategy. I Am The Game only his tires are like 1 lap longer, I think. And now we are on board with Big Monkey again in P11, going for yeah, going for the points positions, and he's now in P10, so that would be 1 point by passing Kex there. So yeah, moving his way up through the field after a disappointing crash really earlier in the race. Now we are with the leader, and yeah, the leader meets another car on the track, and that's very rare for him at this race so far. He passes Kex, I believe it was the Sauber, and yeah, that's a lap down for the Sauber team.
As EMRNL pits, looking to put the prime tyres on to get to the end of the race.
Yeah, it's 24 laps to go. Will he be able to make that, do you think, Alex?
Yeah, if he's not too aggressive on his tyres, should be able to make it to the end quite comfortably.
Okay, well, we have heard that the Force India of I Am The Game has made a stop on lap 31. So there he is coming out in front of EMRNL, and yeah,
that
must be interesting.
Must be frustrating for EMRNL as well, as he made the pass previously a couple of laps ago. Now just to see him fly by.
Yeah, of course, making the undercut work there. This is a classic example of the undercut, pitting 3 laps earlier. I Am The Game, maybe he will get more worn out tires at the end of the race because of it, but that's what we have to wait and see, really. Now on board with I Am The Game, who meets Red Tabor again, the other McLaren, and he was stuck behind him the previous time for a while, so he really wants to clear him quickly now, and it seems he does. So Red Tabor going there off into the pits, and clear a road ahead for I Am The Game, as he sets the fastest lap of the race, going purple there.
Back on board with Dan ahead. Nice 16-second gap to Wooly.
Yeah, he just hears on the radio that XAZP in second position has pitted, so it would be interesting to see if he responds to that. I Am The Game here. There's a car coming out of the pits, it's Romano, so I Am The Game really flying here, setting another fastest lap of the race, and yeah, feeling really good as these tires. He's already catching Romano, who was running in P4, I believe. So these guys actually battling for P4 at the moment, so looking good for them. And back with the leader here. See if he responds to the pit stop made by XjhjX. He does, and it will be interesting to see what pit stop he can do and what the HRT team actually are going to make of this stop. Going for the prime tires to the end of the race probably, and it's a pretty slow stop. Disappointing, Alex.
Yeah, classic HRT really. One of the downfalls of the equal car settings. It doesn't really quite equal the pit stops.
Yeah. So yeah, still going strong then, despite that slow pit stop. And here he is in lap 39. He got Wooly ahead of him, just leading the race for a bit. And trying to get in the pits there, a little bit unusual pit entry there. But yeah, taking back the lead here is Dan in P1, lap 40, only 18 laps to go. The gap to XjhjX now about 8 seconds still, so the gap maintained about the same really for the second stint. These guys pretty even. Or is Dan just trying to maintain the gap? Well, his fuel is down to optimal now, so he cannot run in mixed 3 to the end of the race, I think, Alex.
Yeah, he's going to have to look to save some fuel, but that of course opens the door again for XjhjX and other people really, because it's going to be going considerably slower.
Yeah. Of course we have no information on the fuel loads of the other cars, but yeah, still going in mixed 3 here. Seeing another car going to lap the Sauber of Kex again, probably got behind him because of the pit stop, but yeah, he's lapping him again, and the gap is now 8.7 seconds. So yeah, he's feeling good on these tires, and this is going to be a pretty quick lap, I think. Let's see what the lap time will be. It is in 1:22.4, so a personal best for Dan in this race. And yeah, looking to go for the win here.
Romano chasing down I Am The Game, going into turn 1. Will he make it stick?
Yeah, comfortably past there, but I'm The Game gets back at him as he gets a way better exit there out of turn 1. And into turn 3 they're all going side by side, and I'm The Game just locks up the brakes a little, which allows Romano to cut back underneath, and this is some great action going on here for P4. So yeah, maybe EMRNL is still behind. It's the gap, let's see, it's 4 seconds, but he might take advantage of them battling here on board with EMRNL as we skip to lap 44. The gap is only 1.7 seconds now, and EMRNL coming back at them. Of course they are losing time battling it out, and it seems that Romano does have got the better of I Am The Game, as they are not close to each other anymore.
EMRNL looks to be barreling down on I Am The Game, quickly closing at least 4 tenths on that, just that sector there.
Yeah, EMRNL, yeah, P6, it's the position where he started, but maybe a possible P5 or P4. The guys are not that far ahead up the road as he comes down to the last corner, trying to get into the DRS zone of I Am The Game, and not quite yet. This, oh!
Whoa!
What happened there?
Looks like it just got a bit too close to the wall and just boom.
That could be very interesting for the race, though. Yeah, there is a safety car out, so yeah, the debris of EMRNL's car did cause the stewards to decide, and Charlie Whitening deciding to yeah, get the safety car out and clear that debris off the track.
Question is, will Dan pit? or does he take the risk and go out longer? Yes, does
Yeah,
wise decision.
He takes the opportunity of a free pit stop, and he can put some options now for the final laps of the race. But surely he must be disappointed with the safety car, as this allows everybody to close back at him when he was leading comfortably, really.
Yeah, must be quite frustrating. But that's the way racing goes.
Yeah, you have to make the best of it now, then, and prove you are the real reigning champion. But of course, he has to save a little bit of fuel, and he didn't predict, of course, a safety car at the end of the race. So it will be interesting how this turns out. And also, Big Monkey is making the best of the safety car situation by getting a free pit stop in, and he goes for the prime tire. That's interesting, Alex. With only 14 laps to go, surely the options would be the better choice. What do you think?
Maybe he just used up all of his option tires up, because obviously he qualified on options and had to make that early pit stop. But surely he'd have another set. But well, here's the slow motion replay of EMRNL's crash.
Yeah, we can see he's on the racing line, but then just goes wide as he just pushes really hard trying to catch I'm the game, I think. But that's really unfortunate, as he was just barely touching the wall there, I think. But yeah, that's very interesting now for the race, how the race will unfold now. As Dan still leading the pack, but XACP right on the back of him now, and also Wooly, of course, has closed down on Dan. So, and we got a green flag, and the show goes on, and it seems that XACP has gone off into the pits. What happened there?
Well, I can't imagine he'd be making a pit stop. So
No.
must be a penalty.
Yeah.
Which of course you can't serve under the safety car. So that must be a real downer for him.
Yeah, we are on board now with a replay of the safety car restart of I'm the Game, and we can actually see two cars there in the pits. I'm not sure. I'm sure it's one of them is XACP, and they just confirmed that he did have a penalty indeed, and that's very unfortunate for him, as he will lose many positions. Of course, being in P2 now, back when the field is backed up, you can lose a lot of positions. And yeah, back on board with Dan now, as he sets the fastest lap of the race with a 1:20.6. So yeah, still trying to keep Wooly behind there in P2. But here we have some action with I'm the Game, who gets past there with the DRS by Greek Don't Lie, trying to go and come back at him at turn 3, but great defending really from Greek Don't Lie.
Yeah, just parks it on the apex, so I'm the Game can't get on the throttle.
I'm the Game also optimal fuel indicator, so did spend some fuel, and there he goes almost hitting the wall there. He just barely touches the grass and the sand, I think. So that allows Big Monkey up into P5, and Big Monkey really a winner here of the safety car situation, as he already is looking at the back of Greek Don't Lie and going really fast here on these prime tires, as these other guys are on option. So yeah, Big Monkey making cutting back almost. Oh, and there was a little bit contact there. So these guys fighting really hard here for some solid points. P4 is at stake. So, and here Big Monkey almost going wide there as EMR did, but he barely keeps it on the track, and he in fact makes use of the DRS and gets the pass on Greek Don't Lie. So up into P4, defends the inside there, as we can see here from onboard. I am the Game, and yeah, Greek Don't Lie going wide there, and yeah, that allows I'm the game back through in P5. So Greek don't like dropping back, slight mistakes there from him, and yeah, that loses him a couple of places as we are on board with the leader, Alex.
Yeah, he would just be looking to try and defend from Wooly, but of course he's going to have to keep saving that fuel, because as soon as he puts it up to fast or standard again, he just goes back down to -1. So he's going to be really lucky to keep Wooly behind him here.
Yeah, it seems that Wooly is now catching him quickly, the gap down to 1 second now. So Wooly almost getting into the DRS zone of Dan, and yeah, we can see it now, the gap is down to 7/10 only. So Wooly will surely get the DRS at the end of this lap, and yeah, not looking well for Dan. I mean, he's still saving fuel, and I guess that Wooly saved more fuel in the start of the race than Dan. So it will be exciting closing laps of the race. What we didn't expect really, as Dan was looking mighty and strong to go for the win here.
See, safety car can just completely change races, and some people feel that their race got destroyed because of the safety car, but others can gain massively, such as we see here from Wooly.
Yeah, as he is right at the back of Dan here, the gap is zero, is nothing, it says. So that's interesting, but right at the back of Dan here, going around the outside here at the chicane, and Dan leaving a bit of space there for Wooly. So good sportsmanship by him as they go side by side. It's a drag race down to turn 11, and Wooly gets the better of Dan and takes the lead. So only 5 laps to go, well 4 actually after this sector, so it's looking very good for Wooly there.
Dan will be looking to straight away get back on Wooly's tail and get in the DRS zone and have a look at overtaking him again, but it's going to be extremely hard with having to save fuel consistently.
Yeah, and Wooly is flying actually. He's probably the quickest car at the track at this point. Surely can keep Dan away from him here down to turn 1 and 2, and skipping ahead now to lap 56. Dan still on the back of Wooly, but yeah, it does seem that he can't get close to him, still having to save fuel, and ooh, goes wide there, and ooh, almost getting into the wall there. That would have been a disaster for HRT, but yeah, he does manage to keep the car on the road. But surely Wooly is going, and here is Big Monkey in the gravel, ooh, as he tries to close down Romano for P3, but surely Big Monkey will hang on, as this is the last lap, so for a P4 finish. As we are on board with the reigning champion of last year, Dan in P2, 2.5 seconds behind Wooly. And yeah, it seems that Wooly is going for the victory here. Only a few turns left for him to get it, to keep it together. And yeah, the safety car surely cost Dan the victory here.
Yeah, just destroyed his race really. He was sitting pretty in first with comfortable 15-second gap to second place, and just destroyed.
Wow, the Romano getting really excited to get his podium finish, but yeah, luckily for him that ended up well. That could have been worse. So here are the results.
As we see Wooly finishing first with Dan second, Romano third, Big Monkey fourth, I Am The Game, following by Greek Don't Lie, then XjhjX, Red Saber, Tadja, and then EMRNL 10th.
Thank you, Alex. And thanks all for watching. I hope I will see you all next week when F1 goes to Malaysia for round 2 of the F1 2011 Race Department Championship.